Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. Are Fano of commanders fighting each other? Is there infighting in Fano? Ethiopian military yesterday claimed that two Fano commanders are bloodthirsty for each other and that heavy fighting erupted, leading to some casualties between two different Fano groups. Details for you in this video. How true is this claim? Secondly, Somalia today issued a statement about Ethiopia Somaliland MOU. The statement is a message from Somalia for African Union and the United Nations. Why did Somalia issue this statement today? What is its significance? Why was the need for this statement? Firstly, viewers, there are dozens of Fano groups operating in the Amhara region. If you start counting the brigades, the units which are operating in the Amhara region, I think the number would be in dozens, several dozen, I would say. Even in one zone, there are several Fano groups, Fano brigades operating. Fano groups are trying to create organizational structure on zonal level, on regional level. So far, they have not succeeded. They only created some zonal structures, even though zonal organizational structures are not fully inclusive. Some Fano groups are not part of the zonal administrative Fano organizational structures. So it's a challenge for Fano groups. Can they unite under one umbrella? That remains to be seen. Meanwhile, Ethiopian military has made some claims. We don't know how convincing and true are these claims and what happened according to the Ethiopian military. This is public information, by the way. Ethiopian military made these claims yesterday through a social media post. Ethiopian military has a social media page uh, affiliated with the military. And the same page yesterday claimed that Ola fighters suffered heavy losses, that from East Valaga, Ola had been cleared. And the same page then, which is official page of Ethiopian military, claimed yesterday that Fano groups are fighting each other. The military mentioned some names too. According to the military, in North Shore zone of the Amhara region, two Fano groups clashed over stolen money. The money was allegedly stolen from a bank, and two Fano groups, one led by Dasalin and the other led by Mekatao or Mekalao, I think, clashed over this robbed money. And secondly, the military claims that there was heavy fighting between Fano fighters backed by two top Fano commanders. Firstly, Zamine Kasi, who is from Gujam. Secondly, Colonel Getahun. I think Colonel Getahun is from North Shore. A relatively a new name. He surfaced this year. He was not a top Fano commander. Zamine Kasi is a top Fano commander known to the people of Gajam for years. Colonel Gatahun, a rather new name. Ethiopian military claims that Colonel Gatahun and Zamine Kasi are bloodthirsty for each other. And Zamine Kasi allegedly sent some men to assassinate Colonel Gatahun, but Colonel Getahun led men killed those who have been sent by Zamine Kasi to kill him. Around 10 were killed in this infighting in Fano. This is what has been officially claimed by Ethiopian military. People would say, Sajid, what do your sources say? Any fighting between Zamine Kasi and Colonel Getahun or Dasalin and Mekatao? Well, I have no verified information. I won't dismiss this report as a lie. Maybe they thought I did not receive the information. But Zamine Kasi is mainly operating in Gujum. I am not aware of Zamine Kasi backed group's presence in Shoa. Colonel Getahun is based in Shoa. So their clash for me does not make sense. Skandar made some inroads into Shoa. So if people say that maybe Skandar's men clashed with other Fano groups in Shoa, that makes sense. But I am not aware of Zamine Kasi's expansion into Shoa. Maybe I missed this information, but this is now official position of Ethiopian military. That there is infighting, there was infighting in Fano groups, more than 10 were killed, and Zamine Kasi and Colonel Getahun are enemies, they want to kill each other. Let's see. By the way, if this information is false, Zamine Kasi and Getahun can release videos. Dasalin and Mekatao can release videos. These Fano commanders are very fond of releasing videos. Zamine Kasi, after every 2 to 3 days, appears on Fano-backed news outlets. Let's see what Zamine Kasi says. Let's see what Colonel Getahun says. Let's see what Dasalin and Mekatao say. If there is no dispute between these Fano commanders, I think they should tell their people. But I have not seen a statement from these Fano commanders rejecting military report. But maybe they have recorded the statements, the messages. Messages are always released late. So we could see clarification from Zamine Kasi, Colonel Getahun, Daslin Mekatao in coming hours. Secondly, Somalia issued a statement today. Somalia's foreign ministry issued a statement which is about Ethiopia's Somaliland MOU. The statement is a message for African Union and the UN. Somalia says that it rejects the so-called MOU signed between Ethiopia and Somaliland because this MOU violates Somalia's territorial integrity and sovereignty, and no regional state of Somalia has any right to enter into an agreement with other countries. And Somaliland is a regional state of Somalia, and that Ethiopia is threatening regional peace by such aggressive actions. And Ethiopia wants to impede the successes recorded by Somalia's government. According to the government, the successes include integration into East Africa Community, operation against Al-Shabaab, lifting of arms embargo, etc. So, Somalia is asking international community, two organizations, African Union and the UN, to take principled stance and denounce alleged Ethiopian aggression and stand with Somalia. And at the end, the government says that it has trust in international community's support. Now, question is, why was this issue, why was this statement issued today? What is its significance? It means that Somalia wants more from African Union and UN. Somalia not satisfied with what has been done by these two organizations so far. We know that UN Security Council discussed the Somalia Ethiopia conflict and no resolution was passed. And Ethiopian Foreign Ministry spokesperson claimed that UN Security Council referred the matter to IGAD and African Union. But basically, UN Security Council did not take any action. It only called for respect of Somalia's territorial integrity and sovereignty, which is not something new. International did not announce any tangible action against Ethiopia. African Union its Peace and Security Council held a meeting. It appointed uh, former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo to mediate between Ethiopia and Somalia. But that mediation was rejected by Somalia's government. Somalia said there was no need of a mediation. Ethiopia should withdraw from the MOU first, and then talks can be held, and then mediation can be helpful. So basically, Somalia rejected Africa Union's mediation. So now Somalia wants African Union members, UN members to take a principled stance against Ethiopia. I think this statement has been released by Somalia in the background of upcoming African Union meeting in Addis Ababa. Ethiopia hosts African Union headquarters, and next week we're going to see, after Monday, in the coming week we're going to see top African leaders visit Addis Ababa, where African Union summit will be held. I think from UN, Antonio Guterres is going to be here. IGAD will be here as well. From US, Molly Fee, Mike Hammer are going to participate in this top African gathering. Will Hassan Sheikh attend the meeting or not? Pressure on Hassan Sheikh. Somalia's opposition parties are asking Hassan Sheikh to boycott African meeting, that he should not travel to Addis Ababa. Will Sisi be there? Will Isas Afwerki be there? Will all Somalia's allies be there in Addis Ababa, or will they boycott the meeting? That we'll see. Or will they send lower level officials, not boycott, but they might send lower level officials to attend this session? Pressure on Hassan Sheikh that he should not go to Addis Ababa. Maybe that is why Hassan Sheikh government has released the statement that African Union should do more. The African Union members should condemn the MOU in the upcoming African Union meeting. So African Union session is going to be very interesting. Which AU member states will condemn Ethiopia, Somalia, and MOU? That we'll see after 3 days, when heads of state will be in Addis Ababa and they'll deliver speeches here. So we'll monitor the developments, we'll monitor the African Union heads of state meeting as well. But it will be interesting to see, will Hassan Sheikh travel to Addis Ababa or not? We'll see in coming days. Thank you for watching.